but it feels good, and it connects to a lot of things. Teammates, fans, even a couple of guys from the other team.
Yeah, well,
And
it took 50 years for them to smile about it, right? They didn't want to smile about it at first.
well, they're still not accepting 50 years later, but we've been enjoying it for 50 years, and so as I said, let's celebrate it and let's enjoy it.
Let's talk about the game now. So you mentioned it was the Raiders coming here, and that rivalry was intense. There were a lot of physical moments in that rivalry. That team, I think, was one of the teams that people expected to move on, and John Madden was their coach. You guys led. They scored late. At that point of the game, you're down, and people are probably thinking, oh, depressed, a minute something left. Tell me about what happened.
We're in the game, and people that were at the game, other ball players that were at the game, my buddy from Penn State, Lydell Mitchell, came in from the game. But a number of players told me that this was one of the hardest hitting defensive games that they've ever seen. And, it was just 6-0, with about 2 minutes to go or like whatever.
Less than that, actually.
So this was an incredible defensive battle for 58 minutes, right? I mean, tough defense control. And in those 2 minutes, 2 incredible offensive plays happened. First one by Kenny Stabler, right? Went around it, unfortunately our didn't contain, and Kenny Stabler, who's not that fast, ran all the way for a touchdown. Now, as you know, we get the ball on the ensuing kickoff, and it gets down to 4th down, a long way to go. 22 seconds. I'm going into the huddle, and I say to myself, Franco's been a good season, probably the last play, been a good season, play it to the end. And they call a pass 66 option, where I'm not part of the part of the passing plan. I'm supposed to stay in and help block. And so Bradshaw is scrambling, and luckily Bradshaw is big and strong. And, they're all over him. I release. You think, if you can jump me the ball or whatever. Then he threw the ball. And when he threw the ball, I remember telling myself, Franco, go to the ball. Because that's what Joe Paterno always yelled at Penn State, right? In my head, that was still in my head. Joe was, go to the ball. And I start taking some steps to the ball, and I remember nothing else. My mind is a complete blank. I remember nothing until I'm stiff-arming Jimmy Warren going into the end zone. Now, when I'm getting ready to stiff-arm Jim Warren, I'm saying to myself, get into the end zone. Don't attempt a field goal, even though a field goal would have won it. I'm saying to myself, don't get into the end zone. Get into the end zone, and I guess I'm saying that I'm lucky that I did not have to think.
Did you have any idea that Art Rooney was about to give you the real ultimate honor of retiring your number? How did that happen?
Bob, still just in a daze. What an honor. And I had no idea, no expectations. It's something you just don't think about, retiring jersey. There's only been 2 retired in a 90-year history of the Steelers, so why would anybody give thought to it? And so Art invited me to lunch, and, I'm thinking we're going to talk about some other stuff, and he broke the news to me that they were going to retire my jersey, and I was just, blown away. And I still can't believe it. It's very special.
Congratulations. Thank you for the time.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you, Pittsburgh, It's been an incredible 50 years. And so let's keep celebrating. Here we go, Steelers.